Last one.
Okay, this is another Netflix story. This is the Netflix curse that you never knew existed. Well, did you know there was a Netflix curse?
No.
Well, it's just obviously speculation, and it probably has nothing to do with anything. It's just people being superstitious, as they would be. There is a new show out, and you might like it. I don't know, because you were such a fan of the F1 show. This is the same thing, but for tennis. Same team that did the F1 stuff. They're trying to make you a tennis fan. Is it going to work, Will?
I'll give it a shot.
Give it a crack. I don't know. Give you something to talk about over here. I don't know.
I'll report back.
They're pitching it to us, but here's the problem. So far, as they have focused on individual characters in the show, as you go from episode to episode, those characters keep coming up injured.
Oh.
It's like, they have their big debut in the show, and then boom, terrible injury keeps them out of the next tournament.
How many people?
I think it's 3 at this point.
3. Okay, yeah, that's enough to warrant speculation.
The latest is Nick. I should know how to pronounce that because I've watched his clips on YouTube. Kyrgios? Anyway, he's the latest megastar. He's the guy who gets real fired up and stuff. You've seen him before.
Yeah.
He's the latest to withdraw from this year's Australian Open, and fans believe the absence of some of the game's biggest faces is down to one thing: the Netflix curse. I don't think you can play the trailer because, I don't know, clearances or whatever. So he was set to show up in the Australian Open, had to pull out due to injury, and he is now part of a list. And there's a tweet, if you scroll down further, where you can see the entirety of the list. Badosa, Tom Janovic, and now Kyrgios. The Netflix curse, # Australian Open. So it's 3 total. The show is called Breakpoint, and it's made, I believe, by the same team. Yeah, the same team that masterminded the popular Formula One Drive to Survive series. It's split into 10 episodes which follow the entire tennis calendar. And the last 3 stars, or at least 3 of the stars, have immediately come up injured. Now, it's a sport in which injuries occur quite frequently, so I don't know that we can read into the curse thing, but athletes do tend to be superstitious, Will.
Yeah.
They might have a certain, not all of them, but they might have a certain pattern of preparation.
You do something. Right?
It's a lot of confidence, right? You got to have a lot of confidence to... I'm actually not very superstitious as far as... I probably am not superstitious enough as far as sports are concerned. I'll switch everything because I'm so into trying new things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, if I really like something, I'll probably stick to it. But when it comes to new stick, because I play hockey, new stick technology, and I'm not playing professionally. If I was playing professionally, Will, then I would be probably really nervous to switch things up. You see guys in the NHL and in other sports as well, they don't want to change their equipment too frequently because they're getting paid for it. If things go awry or there's a mishap or they don't finish a play or something, there's money on the line for a professional.
Yeah.
I think I can be a little bit less superstitious, but certainly it's always integrated into sports, and it's in there in fighting, and it's in there in baseball, and it's probably in there in tennis as well, where you start to notice a pattern and you think to yourself, I think, you know what the other one was? It used to be if you're on the cover of the video game, you're going to have a bad season, or what was it?
The Madden curse?
What was the Madden curse? What was it?
Yeah, they apparently if they're on the cover, that team will lose. Yeah.
Just lose.
And I think there's the EA curse as
Just
well.
lose in general. Anyway, people, when you're working backwards, you can always find these things. You know what I mean?
Coincidence.
You go looking for them. You can always find these things. But it just has to get into the head of the athlete, right? If you're about to do the event and all of a sudden the cameras show up and you saw the last 3 guys came up injured, you might just be like, look, man, not today. Not today. I don't know. I got to go perform. I just don't even want to focus on that.
Yeah.
Whether it's justified or not, it is...
curious.
Yes, curious. And it probably won't be the last one of these sports-related curses. I just have never seen one associated with Netflix previously, so that's kind of interesting. The Netflix curse. I might check out the show as well, because I really like the way the F1 one was done.
Sure.
And all of a sudden... Although that really cooled off after the series ended. Did you continue?
No.
Yeah, it
But I
really-
think season 5's coming up.
and you're going back.
Yeah, I'll go back.
So anyway, tennis is the next target for Netflix. It's an interesting model for them, going after the sports and getting people chatting and talking, and good for them. Thank you very much to everybody who joined here today. Really do appreciate it. Especially appreciate those that are there for the pre-show, helping Willie do, chat about topics, getting to know one another and so forth. We are on we're on a roll right now. I'll tell you what, we're not slowing down anytime soon. And so hopefully we'll see you either on the pre-show or on the live show tomorrow, or just catching up with us after the fact, or continue to enjoy our clips on the Clips channel. However you choose to enjoy Lou later, we truly do appreciate it. Thank you for everybody for the super chats as well. And we'll see you very shortly. We'll see you tomorrow, actually. All right, later.